to record this podcast. It is the day of the Lions Portal 888. Today is the 8th of August. We have two very fine coaches from the Twin Flames universe here with us. There's Anvensha and there's Asha. We are going to talk about Twin Flames. We are going to play some question and answer rapid fire sessions, and it is going to be a fun podcast. So continue watching with us. And so let's begin with Asha. And how did you come into this journey with
Okay.
respect to Twin Flames?
That's an interesting question. How did I come in this journey? Because I was a person never even believe in astrology and all that stuff. Because that's basic, right? Everyone, like usually, like people, like kind of like look at astrology and all that stuff. I never believed in anything, but obviously God, I believed so much. But there were like few incidents in my life long back, could be like 12 years back. So happened, which so there was a layoff happened, in fact. So that was because of the one of the other major incident in my life after like 4 years or something. This layoff happened, and that shook me like kind of it was something which I just couldn't take, which eventually made me to look at like there is something happening, so I really need to look into this. So obviously, as we all know, astrology is something we first look into. Okay, what's happening in my life? So from there it started, and I was like, then I started feeling there is something I'm looking within myself, but I wasn't sure what I was. So I was feeling this incompleteness sort of feeling. Then I went into some other energy modalities, and many things I explored. And then it's like, yeah, then there was a call to move from India to uh, Italy, in a foreign country, because everyone dream about working in a foreign country, but I never felt that in my whole life because I never looked for a job here. But the job just came in, like it was like coming to your door and knocking. So I thought, yeah, okay, maybe it's time to go and explore. And it was about, yeah, just coming, just taking the job and coming here. But I didn't know that something is big is going to happen in my life. So that was I'm choosing the separation. If I understand right now, it's like, oh, that was my separation choice I did, because moving away from my home country to another place. But eventually I feel in this land I have to do some healing, so that's why I've been placed here. So my journey started as soon as I landed in this country. So there was a false twin flame who came in, and then I didn't know for like 8 9 months, and then yeah, I just heard a word about twin flame in a tarot reading. Yeah, that's it. That's like anyone else. I also like started doing the Google research. So that's how the journey started. Then coming to Twin Flames Universe is about, still I took another 3 4 months kind of exploring. So then my true twin flame, whom I believe came in, which again came with a big bang kind of, the way. So I had to actually like uh, throw an email to Twin Flames Universe, because I that something happened in our journey which made me to kind of move into look for a coach in Twin Flames Universe. So that's why my journey with Twin Flames Universe started, and from there it was like very deep journey. And then eventually I became a coach because I felt that's my purpose. So yeah, that's a bit about myself.
Wow, wonderful. I mean, to explore another country altogether. And so
Yeah.
we hear this. Anvensha, how did you start your journey with that word twin flame, and how did you come across this word?
So I came across this word when I was going through my awakening. The person I had believed back then was my twin flame. We were kind of in a separation zone, and that is when my inclination towards spirituality started. So I was reading this book, The Laws of Spirit World, in which it was mentioned that twin flames don't even reincarnate together unless they're very special souls. I was like, I can't be the special one. So I dropped that idea. Then a lot of people and their belief system started to come to me that twin flames can never marry. And like, because people were following the example of Radha Krishna, that twin flames are never supposed to get married to each other. So even though I was receiving this information, probably a part of me was shut down that I can never be with my twin flame. And then I started with again like other healing modalities, Reiki, Shiv Panch Tattva, and so many modalities that I did. That finally, after cleaning myself to a certain level, that is when this person showed up again, and then same pattern, and then he left again. And that is when I was this time I was like again like what just did happen, and that is when videos started to pop up. Some of the videos explained the kind of things that I was probably moving through since 2016, 17. And I was like, okay, so that was like the first step. I am in a twin flame journey. Now, what is the next step? What do you heal? How do you heal? I didn't know because people were still talking about karma clearing, this meditation, that meditation. It started to make me feel overwhelmed. I did still join, but then finally found Twin Flames Universe and realized that how do you actually heal? And at that time also, like as I started to coach, like my coach asked me to invest in TFAS. And that is when I was like, should I invest? Should I not invest? But then I just went ahead anyway because it was about myself and my twin flame. And I did not want to care about anything else but just my happiness. And that's how the journey started. And all
Well,
good things came to my life after that.
so you both are holding a very special retreat in Khajuraho this November 11th, so 11/11 again.
Mm.
And so let's start with how do you both know each other? I mean, were you like you did know each other from before joining the Twin Flames universe or before coming into this journey, or you guys met here only? So how did it like start with your friendship?
So Asha is my batchmate.
Okay.
So before that, I didn't know Asha. Like I never saw her in the open forum. I never saw her anywhere. And suddenly, like I enroll into becoming a coach, and that is where I see an Indian, and then that too an Indian who is not from India. And I was like, probably no. And that is when we started to meet. And still, because again, you're getting to know each other. It took us 1 year. Then, when the Spiritual Life Summit was happening in US, that is when actually we did support each other a lot in terms of all the upsets that were coming through. Because I feel when you're claiming something of that sort, God will bring those upsets that are not aligning with that vibration. So, of course, like even with respect to this retreat, people are going to have their own set of triggers and upset and, that anxious feeling because it will bring up those things to the surface that needs to be cleared for their harmonious union. That is what we are also going through. So, that is when we showed up for each other as friends, and we started to discuss a lot about our personal journey with each other, showing more support. And yeah, we were just continuing with the friendship, following the path, what God led us. And this happened, like the Khajuraho thing came up together.
Mm. Such a wonderful this thing. So why Khajuraho? Asha, would you like to answer? Like why? How did like there are so many places in India, and like all of a sudden out of the blue, Khajuraho. Khajuraho is like a place which is does not really come in every person's bucket list like this. So is there something special about Khajuraho, or how did Khajuraho come about?
Yeah, so in fact, it was proposed by Anvansha because I think she had already this God channel. But then I was probably like feeling into the feelings of the place, I first thing it was like I felt familiar, not in a way it's a tourist place or UNESCO place, but in a way that there is something I am related there. I don't know what. Um, it just feel the kind of some energy is kind of, there's a pull energy still. I feel that there's a kind of pulling energy there. So, and I felt there is very strong presence of something. So, and I also like to kind of go in very depth of things. So somewhere I felt maybe like this place is gonna show us something very major as a breakthrough or something. So, and I felt it is more of like the community, right? It's like, so I don't know, I used to visualize, or what vision as I used to get is like more like there are people interactions. So which is like, if I interpret in a way, it's more of like the community stuff, which I felt really very strong in that sense. Um, so yeah, of course, because the energy was very, very intense, and I would like to do something very intense because that's how like my probably the personality is also. Then I liked the proposal, and obviously like, yeah, then we just started working on it. Yeah, then after that it's all like,
So let us come to the second segment of this podcast, where we have some questions with us and we would like you to answer it. And so it will be like a rapid fire thing, 10-15 questions, 2-3 minutes of time. And so, who would like to go first?
Is there also a gift hamper for the rapid fire?
Yes,
Okay, and what is that gift hamper?
it's a hamper. So, you don't look right now, but I'm sure you would like to have that hamper with you.
Okay, I'll get that in Khajuraho.
You will get that in Delhi itself.
Okay, got it.
So, who should I begin with?
who you feel first to, first to call in.
So,
Your divine guidance.
so let's begin with Anvensha. So,
Okay.
Are you going to ask serious questions?
uh, not really.
Can we
Okay.
have humorous responses?
Definitely.
Okay.
Is
Lots
there
of
any
Serious
humor.
can be turned into humorous.
Yes, lots of humor, lots of fun, lots of just a little
Mhm.
funkiness as well. So,
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of building a community and being with the community all together, right?
yes, definitely. And
Just to know the real people, right? The real people in us.
yes, a lot of people think before they speak. So, when you have this rapid fire questions, so it is their instincts which
Yeah.
just kick in and you get to know the real person behind this. So, it is we as in this community we have known you as coaches, and so it will be such a wonderful experience just
Hmm.
to see this fun and humorous side of you. And so it will be like a kind of a wonderful experience for all of us to get to know you as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's
Yes.
begin with Anvensha. Your time starts now. What would you do if you wake up as your twin flame?
Will look for myself.
Okay. Surrendering control or surrendering your twin flame? Which one would you choose?
Surrendering control would lead to your twin flame.
Okay. Ever blocked and unblocked them more than once on the same day?
Yeah. Many times.
How many tarot readings have you pulled on them?
In the beginning, I can't remember. I can't count infinite times. Now, not needed.
Okay. Which tarot card describes your journey best? The Tower, the Moon, the Lovers.
The tower. Tower moments never stop. One after the other.
Who is more stubborn, you or your twin flame?
Twin flame.
What's the weirdest sign that universe gave you about your twin flame?
Lizard.
We are going to come back to that for the story. What's more intense, twin flame connection or your morning coffee?
I am not a coffee person, um, but my morning tea. That
Okay.
has to be intense to shake me up to start my healing work for the day.
Which chakra do twin flames need to chill with the most?
Sacral.
If twin flames were a movie genre, which would be yours? Rom com, psychological thriller, or a soap opera?
Psychological thriller.
What's the biggest myth about twin flames that you have come across as an ascension coach while teaching?
That your twin flame can be your parents as well.
Okay. Would you rather heal separately and come into union or come into union first and then heal if you had to choose?
Hmm. So I had to first, like in my journey, I had to heal first to be able to get to union. But I would, I would prefer this way.
This way only, or would you prefer that to come into union first and then heal? This way only, okay. If you could just give one tip to someone on their twin flame journey, what would it be?
Just have faith.
Would you rather get a text from your twin flame or win the lottery?
Text from my twin flame.
Okay, so this is like time up now, and we had a wonderful
You.
session with you. So let's go ahead with Asha.
So you can negotiate here. Do you really want a hamper or a text from the twin flame?
I'm already getting text from my twin flame.
More or hamper?
I'm already getting that. So hamper would be an add-on.
Okay. Yeah.
So Asha, ready with your answers?
Okay, let me get into serious mode.
Yes. So jet set go. Who's more emotionally expressive, you or your twin?
Me,
What do you prefer to be, runner or chaser, if you had that choice?
if I had the choice, should I be runner or should I be chaser? Good question. I would like to do the running experience externally.
Which chakra feels like it is always under construction?
Solar.
I thought a lot of people would go with.
मुझे में acidity होता है.
I thought a lot of people will go with root chakra because of the finances coming in.
Yeah, that's always there, but I'm more with solar, you know.
Yeah.
That's obvious, right? Because I mean, you're not able to eat food, but you're so hungry.
Would you rather heal your abandonment wound or just eat cake and blame Mercury retrograde?
I wish to eat cake and blame Mercury, right? But I don't have an option, you know, so I have to heal.
So be honest with this one. The phrase that you use most on your twin flame journey, it is all divinely guided or like I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Actually, I don't use both.
Okay. So which one do you use the most?
Interesting. Good way of use. Um, that's a question because I don't know the answer. I don't use anything, you know.
It's okay.
I,
So what
I
do
For me, it's more of like the mantra is always like I claim my harmonious union. So
wonderful.
yeah,
What's more painful, ego death or no text back from your twin?
right now I feel it's ego death. But initial part of the journey was like no text. Now I don't mind.
Okay.
Ego death is very painful.
Have you ever tried to block your twin flame and then unblock them 5 minutes later?
Yeah, that's interesting because initially my twin flame told me that, you know, I can't block you more than half an hour. So then I was like, I was able to do that at that time. So now it's like, no, not more than 5 minutes. But yes, my maximum I went was about like, I think half an hour.
Nice. If you could text your twin flame one thing right now without any consequences, what would it be?
I choose myself.
What's the biggest myth about twin flames that you have come across as an ascension coach while teaching a student?
The myth, right? The myth is like I'm in union in my 5D. So I'm all feeling good right now. So that is a myth. Many think that 5D, so when they feel actually it's a 5D union, they feel good and all that stuff. In fact, they are numbing out on the journey, right? Because they're not feeling their feelings. So 5D union, because you're already in the union, but you need to manifest that into 3D. So it's the biggest myth. People think that they are in 5D and everything is good, and God is going to bring you in 3D. No, you
So
have
they're
to work.
actually really numbing out there.
Yes, you have to work yourself. God will give you when you work.
Very true. So separation phase, blessing or curse?
It's actually blessing. So now I know that, but not initially.
What's the most dramatic thing you have done during separation?
Do you want me to answer this?
Yes.
Thank God I went first.
Manipulation.
Come back to you and ask the same question with you as well.
My,
I used,
my turn's over. I'm getting my hamper.
yeah, I have sent like crying pictures and all that. I was not really crying, but that drama I have done.
Even the time is up, but I want to ask you just one more question. Do you believe they are stalking you from a fake Instagram ID?
No, not at all. I never felt that.
Okay. So thank you for these wonderful answers. And
Who's getting the hamper?
Me.
Aditya, you're on the spot.
I know, let me just shift this to the viewers and let them comment upon like whose rapid fire
Ah,
they like most.
who is the winner? Okay, okay.
Let the community decide who is the winner, whose question answer sessions did they like better.
Yeah, that's cleverly way to do this. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this wonderful rapid fire session. So, any last words before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I thought you will probably ask the same questions to me too. The one you asked Anvansha about the, what was the question? Like one advice.
Yes,
So I probably wanted to say that trust your ascension coach
such a
because yeah, I'm I'm coming from my own experience. So the ascension coach is the most wonderful buddy for you from a coaching perspective, as a coach, as a guide, to show you your path and help you to navigate in your journey. So anyone who is really still thinking, do I need help? Do I need guidance? That's the biggest myth again, because every one of us, irrespective of who it is, it's like everyone needs another person who can guide them, because you can see certain things, your patterns, the person, the coach or the guide, they can see. So that's an interesting thing. I wanted to share a story a bit, if you allow that too.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
I think so.
So it's sort of like kind of one of my, like discussion. I'm not putting it like who, what, and that. It's about like asking about the coach is a mentor. Obviously, there is a difference between coach and mentor. So the coach is the one who actually guide you through this journey. Mentor will give you tips and tricks and all that stuff, but mentor will not be there with you in the journey to, take you to your destination. The coach is the one actually helping you to move through, guide through, and give you the right guidance to the right path. If you have to turn right and if you're going left, then they will actually tell you like, no, see here, you will have to take this path and go. But trusting is on you, and having that faith, building that faith is on you, because again, we don't do that because we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust the, our intuition and also the God's guidance. So there are a lot of faith needs to build up in this journey. And, so if you need to really do something, it's trusting your ascension coach and then go through this journey, which will help you a lot. And I think three of us have the same experience. Another thing, coming to the event, the Khajuraho, it's a guidance, it's a divine order which is taking place. If I just relate to my own journey, it's about now as I heal, I'm getting more clarity in terms of, okay, the event also placed in my journey at the right place, at the right. I don't want to use a word as timing, but it's more about like the right place in my journey, the right position where the event is coming up, because there's a transition happening in my journey. So this was really a supportive place for me to work on this event. So I think, irrespective of like you're like hosting or you're attending, whatever, there is something which is coming as a divine order, the summit in your journey, everyone's journey. So it's all about like we knowing that intuition and taking place, but it's not going to be easy, because the moment you choose something big, you will have that blocks coming up. So because the ego is going to, hit there and trying to, move you from that focus. So that's something I wanted to share, just to like feel into your feelings and see how this is going to be a divine order in your own journey, right? I know you have your own experience, and Ansha has her own experience. So, but this is something I just wanted to share to everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Like, beautifully you shared that, and the essence and the point that you captured is not something that everybody captures, but definitely, like, when I was just moving through my false twin flame experience, the idea, like, my coach now, he always said, like, even before he was my coach, I used to somewhere take readings from him to further go deeper in my journey. And that's where in one of the readings it was channeled that you're looking, I'm right in front of you, but you're looking elsewhere. And at that time I kind of lost it, that what it is, what not. Because somewhere I was not ready to understand that. And then, like, it took me a lot of time, like 1 year, to be able to come into that acceptance. Probably because I was just holding on to this person from a trauma space. And many times, like, my coach read out these channel signs of false twin flame, true twin flame. But still, like, even though I wanted to let go, I wasn't able to. And it wasn't that I was not listening to my coach, but that was something that was becoming so difficult for me. So I had to go through mind alignment process, map, trauma healing, to be able to finally let go. And throughout the map, I was just focused on letting go, like not a person specifically, but just letting go. Because I had this habit of holding on to things. Even if you would say I may not react much, but it would keep pestering me, like back in the mind. So those were the things. So that really helped me. And the moment I did that, I feel like I feel at peace, like very much at peace. So yes, sometimes, like, it happens that sometimes your coach will say something and you'll get triggered, and then you'll feel like that this person is not the right person and they are bad, they are being egoistic, and who the hell do they think they are for, like I've experienced that many times where I've said something and it has triggered the people I coach. And I've seen that as I started the journey earlier. But sometimes, like, the coach can trigger you. Coach can trigger you.
It is the job of the coach to trigger you.
Yeah, like, not deliberately. We don't do that deliberately.
No,
I should
not
vouch for
deliberately.
that.
But
But
like
God
as a
makes that happen in a way that we become so blunt that it will trigger you. And that is needed for you, because that is something that we are trying to show you, but you're not seeing it, like, right?
yes. I mean, I feel blessed because I have two wonderful coaches, and you know, so
But yeah, I would like to end with welcoming all of you who are watching this video. Like Asha and I would like to end this with welcoming you all to Khajuraho Summit, not just for your union, but also to have that sense of familiarity, to understand that you're not alone in this journey. You are understood, you are seen, you are recognized, and there are so many people out there who understand you. You're going to make friends, you're going to meet your soul tribe, you're going to meet people who you would align with, who you might end up having a lifelong friendship with. That's how Asha and I also met. And I met a lot of other people in this community. And yeah, so it's like safety, friendship, love, laughter, joy are very integral core components of this journey. So you just because you are on a spiritual journey that you have to be strict, you have to never laugh. That's not true. Live your life to the fullest.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
add something here. Sorry, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just want to add this that um, bringing Khajuraho event, it's like wow, because for the first time in ages, there's going to be a harmonious twin flame couple who are already in their union in India. And we all who are in our twin flame journeys will get to experience what it is like to be in their physical presence. I mean, that is like the cherry on top of the cake because we are changing our lives so much for this, and to be able to now finally meet them, we have always felt that okay, this is how our twin flame is going to be, okay, this is how the twin flame relationship feels like. And to be able to now see it, it will be like an amazing experience. So
Yeah.
how
So
did this come about? I mean, from where did this idea come that to actually get two people who are already on their in their union to India?
no, I think that was required for for the event itself. It was not deliberate or it was not really planned. It's just got guided. I think their energy was really required for this event and also the place, right? Because the couple in the Twin Flames in Harmonious Union, so like their energy is very grounded. So we
Yeah.
need that to maybe just to balance. We don't know, maybe God will reveal what is the reason for sure.
Yeah.
But as
And
of
I
now,
think, sorry, I thought you stopped.
mm-hmm.
Go ahead, complete.
No, go ahead.
No, no, sorry. I'm sorry, complete.
No, so no, like I completed that portion. Maybe you have something maybe to add on to that.
Like, I just wanted to say that irrespective of the fact that someone's coaching from Law and Alex or not, but the fact is that all of us love Law and Alex. So
Very
I think it's also our love that is pulling them here. Like even before, like Laurent is my coach now from more than 1 year, and I did my first map also with Laurent, like when I started the journey. But ever since, like I became a part of TF, I've always loved Laurent Alexandra for like being who they are. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. I think everyone has that, especially Indians, we have that, that love towards both of them. Let's see like what God is going to reveal further.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I was just wanted to kind of add into this from my own journey perspective. It's like I'm coming to India like after a good gap, it's 2.5 years maybe now. But the person who came 2.5 years and the person who's gonna come is totally different. So this is what journey actually like help us in transcending ourselves, and that brings us uh, the kind of the transformation. So it's the same thing like when we choosing this summit and being there, because then you're really choosing something which is close to your heart, your union. So which gonna bring the people who is aligned with you, right? So as Anvensha said, it's gonna help you to build that network, build that community, who is like, who is in the same journey and who is aligned to the same vision. So everyone who is coming together have that common purpose and vision towards this event, and also their own journey, and also for the community. It's just not individual journey, it's a community, it's a collective experience what we are going to do it. And whatever we are going to experience is the collective experience, it's a collective healing. So people who choosing and coming are the leaders of this journey, I would put it that way, because they're just going to choose that, come, and they heal. And everyone who is not even participating or maybe still thinking, they're all going to get benefit of this collective healing, because we are, as a community, we are just going to show up. So I just wanted to tell everyone that just show up for yourself, that you're showing up for the community itself. So that's what I really wanted to give, and maybe from my end.
Now I'm
Yeah.
feeling emotional after hearing you.
You know, you become so much.
No, this is
How
a
did you feel? Let's hear from you.
me.
Yes.
Feel blessed. I recently shared this in the open forum. I was going downhill like 2 years back. I don't know what happened to me, but I was going downhill. And there's this phrase which I always use. I felt like an elephant who was running down the mountain. And like when you're running at such a high speed, you cannot control yourself. So either you go and hit something and you die. And I literally feel that way because I was such a mess. I remember the first reading I took, the first time I heard the word twin flames, and Anvensha is here. She knows because she was the one. I feel that she is the one, like through the blessings of Jeff and Sheila, God. I mean, she was the one who pulled me out of that danger zone. I was drowning literally. And from coming from that space to where I am right now, from hating myself to loving myself now, from, just getting every day by, just wanting to get over with life, from choosing death over living, to from that space to this space. It's like it has been a roller coaster ride, but every single day, if I would have been given a choice, I would choose this journey. I would choose this community. I would choose these very lessons. I would choose myself. I would choose God. And I would choose to be here every single day. Because, and I still get up every day. I thank God because, for saving me. I remember I was asking God every day, God save me, God save me. But I still felt like I'm going to drown. And from that day to this day, I mean, it's a it has been a wonderful experience. The only thing that I realize is we just need to keep surrendering that control. We have been so strictly taught by the education system in India, by the societal traditions in India, to keep a check on everything from the money, from the feeling good part. Not don't feel good about this, feel good about this. Like you are literally taught, if you come first, only then you feel good. If you come second, don't feel good. You are expected to do something. You are expected to fall in love with a particular person just because of the caste or the community. If you are um, like expected, if you're born in a Banya family, like I come from a Banya family, so everyone just says that okay, you are supposed to go into business and this is what you're supposed to do. And I now I don't feel like doing the business, so I don't do that kind of business. I'm just taking it up as a it's like a supporting measure. It is supporting me on my journey. But now that joy which I used to get only from money, or I was just running behind money, now there's this huge difference. I would never spend a moment with me before. I would be on the phone, I would be with someone else, or I would do something, but I wouldn't just sit down, be with myself, be with my own thoughts, even for a couple of minutes. So it has been a wonderful journey, and looking forward to Khajuraho. I have this beautiful. Uh, I don't know. This God has communicated this to me that this is going to be such a wonderful experience for the whole of India. All those people who are going to attend this retreat are going to realize, okay, what are we missing? Why is there no, currently there is no one in union in India, not union but per se, but in harmonious twin flame union in India. There are so many Indian students, but why are there no HTFUs in India? So this is the lesson that we are going to learn somewhere. So they're just coming to us with wonderful lessons, wonderful teachings. And my heart is already filled with love for them, for this community, and everyone here. Like, even working as a volunteer with both of you, it's been an amazing experience. I get to learn so much every single day.
Yeah, that's
Thank you, Aditya.
yes. So as a community, we also have the collective learnings, right? Collective experiences to heal. So maybe that's why. Let's see what's gonna, God is going to bring us on the table.
So I feel that the podcast is complete. If there's anything,
No, I think, yeah,
Feels good, complete.
enjoy.
so thank you so much, everyone who has been watching this podcast, and please do tell us whose rapid fire did you enjoy more, and thank you so much. Do join us for the Khajuraho retreat. If you guys need any more information, if you need any support, any help, please feel free to reach out to Anvinsha or Asha or even me. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye bye.